Alright, so this is Guess the ELO. This is the first game of this that we are trying. This is a bit of a trial run. Player 1 is our Australian. They're playing as the Koreans. Player 2 is playing as the Franks. And we're on Arabia. And we're just going to be watching the entire game. One time speed the whole way through. At the end, we're going to try and guess. We're going to open up the potential for channel points at the end as well. So Rapunzel, who does know the answers to all of these, she's the only one that does, will be able to put a couple of little ranges there. But of course, in the comments, we want to be guessing exactly right. And for me as well, I want to be guessing absolutely spot on, right? This will be a good little test. So we got some ostrich around on the map, the rare, sorry. Up here we got some capybara around. You can see what red's doing with their scouting early doors, scouting quite nicely. But they did have 15 seconds idle time at the start of the game. Blue scouting as well. Maybe one of the first things to look at will be, will we see deer come in? And I feel like if deer don't get pushed at all, it makes me think that immediately makes me think like sub 1k, and blue has currently seen them and walked straight past, wandered straight past. Might actually steal the capybara here. Deer come in from 600 ELO, but we'll see the other things maybe fail a little bit if that's the case, Slaters. We're going straight under the TC. Oh, there's a town bell. There's a town bell. That's certainly something to notice as well. Although Humble uses the town bell and he's like 1700, so doesn't answer all our questions. In comes Tapir. Are we going to garrison the TC for this? We're not. Scout running straight underneath. These guys not being brought in. I mean, we can pretty much rule out... I want to say we can rule out 7. Definitely rule out 1700. Maybe even 1500, 1400 probably gets ruled out. Slater saying 750. I think that's starting to sound quite good. We've got a fair bit of idle time. Especially from red. 750 sounding good. That house, I think that was the starting house. So we'll think about Koreans and Franks as well here. Of course, the Franks love their little knights and scouts. Koreans, I think, can counter it not too badly. Cheaper wood units? No? Here, this side. Of course. Ranged soldiers and infantry, 50% less wood. Oh, Vil survives. So the ability to play into... I mean, fire lances are great for blue. If we can see them against the Cav. Oh, we're going to see a Vil go down. We're not. Everything's okay there. But lots of idle time does make me think we're... Yeah, 700 certainly sounds alright at the moment. If that. But no deer being pushed from either player here. Red Scout gets to go under the TC as well and survives. See a barracks. Both players hopefully not too far away from clicking. No shift queue either. We're going to go to gold. So maybe the Koreans are looking towards maybe some man-at-arms. Could be happening. There's Loom, and I think blue will be able to click up for... No, red's going to click up just a little bit earlier. And click, and there we go. So both players on the way up now. with 3 on gold, we might see Man-at-Arms, we might see Militia, but we also could just be preparing for archers. So these players know enough to know that, well, certainly Blue knows enough to go 3 on gold. They certainly know something, but they're also going to stone, which is interesting. And on this side, we've got 1 on gold. No 1 on stone. 9 over to wood, which is not too bad. Oh, there's 1 capybara that's going to be taken a fair way out. That's all good. Comes back in. And we will see the militia. And Vils coming forward for towers as well, I think. 5 Vils coming forward and Man-at-Arms coming forward. This is going to be a very interesting, aggressive play here from Blue. So a bit of idle time, a bit slower. 2 extra Vils for Blue at the moment. How much scouting do they have? So knows where to look, knows where the base is, knows where the wood is. I wonder where they're going to look to drop something. Maybe they might try to go around here for the tower. Militia are here. Man-at-Arms hasn't been pressed yet. There's a barracks. There's no stable on this side. Even 700. Yeah, I can start. I'm starting to feel like that 700, 750 starting to sound quite good. Early walls, because there's certainly signs of things that you go, oh yeah, they know what they need to do. Where I think that lower 300-400, you're starting to think we're probably not clicking up as quickly. We're not coming forward. We're not attacking as quickly. Like this is someone that has an idea as to what's going on. This is going to be a good tower. This is going to catch red out. They're going to try and wall this, but they're about to be found out here. Noz is coming in saying 900. And there he is. There we go. Tower is down. And the militia. We never clicked Man-at-Arms, which is unfortunate. But they're going to get in. They're going to be able to get some good value against the spears, I think. But the Vil's helping as well. Both players have loom. Yeah, there's loom here. There was a death. First kill of the game was a Vil. And Red's going to send everything to try and stop this, or everything to wall it up. That looks like it was a double click, potentially. The walls will go down, which is good. But Red's under the pump. The Vil's still in the tower. They're going to try and take down the wall piece. Red just moves the wood line. Going to drop some houses, but still no stable, no range. Struggling a little bit there. Back at Blue's base. Let's have a look. Still on stone. Start preparing the next tower. Wood. Straggler trees being taken by some Vils. Berries still going. Houses being dropped. Interesting situation. We're going to see a second tower come down now for Blue. You select the double click, selects all the Vils. Well, you can turn it off so that the double click, when you double click, you only select idols. I think that's what a lot of people do. That's certainly something that I have selected. I don't want to be selecting all my villagers. TC time. Yeah, they've been keeping the TCs running. The defense is not awful, actually, from Red here. They've got a couple of houses down. There is one weak spot. May need to try and get a market behind this if they can. They're down on wood. Oh, the Vils are going to die now. I'd be surprised if this is 1200, just based on the Dark Ages. I think the Feudal Ages have looked better. The Dark Ages struggled a little bit. The Feudal Ages look... I do think the Feudal Ages have looked alright. And yeah, we're going to get another house in, keeping the pressure out. The early TC... yeah, the early TC idle time is the part that surprises me. Oh, there's a hole. Is there a hole? No, there's not a hole there. They've got their walls in. Walls are in. And there's the range. So they can start making some archers now behind this. And reds. But blue's going to come forward and he's going to try and change the angle of attack. He's going to go behind the next wood line. Which will be spotted straight away. It's brilliant. Brilliant by blue. Back at red's base. Could probably use a few more farms. Is getting some walls up. That's a bit awkward. There's no lumber camp here. I think these are all the Stragglervilles that have ended up going out this way. So they need to drop some farms. If they all drop farms, things look alright for blue's situation. And tower's going to go down, and another tower's going to go down, and red's going to try and stonewall, but the archers are here. There is an archer out. The archer out is going to help things a little bit, but no blacksmith, no fletching. Does get me wondering a few things. But there won't be any pressure beyond this on this side with the stone walls getting up. If blue's able to put their focus back onto farms now, they've put so much into this push. They've hurt red's eco a lot. They're up 5 vills. But now they need to turn around. They need to go back home. They got 1100 wood. Time to grab all these vills. What have we got there? I've grabbed 15 vills. That's maybe too many. But 10... No, 15 vills is fine. 15 vills, 15 farms. That's 900 wood. Bang. Get it done. Get it done. Drop those farms and you'll be up in no time. In fact, I think a better play would be up. And yeah, combat, you are right. We are in a situation where blue is getting shrunk a little bit. They have dropped some walls and they sold some stone. Do we have I have market events on. Oh, they've dropped the tower here. Okay, that's where the extra stone went. I missed that originally. Blue can come in. It's not a lot of army, though. This can be just fought. And red's army... Red's got some army, actually. Red's got these rangers outside the base. Hold on a moment. We're going to hear the town bell again. Blue's adding some farms. 12 farmers back at home. But red's here now. Red's made a lot of spears, which is intriguing. But they're here, and they're going to clean up, or at least they're going to... Oh, okay, and they resign, and red resigns at this point. There we go. Okay. That... I mean, normally I would say probably wouldn't resign at this point. But I think blue was in a good spot. You give everyone a few ranges. Okay, so predictions are up. Predictions are up. So you can have some ranges. So vote in the predictions based on what you think. And then, of course, feel free to comment and chat about an exact answer. I'm thinking 7. I'm thinking it starts with a 7. That's my first thought. My first thought is it starts with a 7. I'm just trying to think about if it's the low 7s or the high 7s. And then as far as the channel points go, it will be the average of the two players will be the number, right? Regarding guessing your channel points. Or there's a 750 to... Hang on, what have we got for ranges? Less than 500. 750. So there's a gap. Oh, would I be above or below 750? Okay, that's difficult. That is difficult. I'm going to go 780, I think. I'm going to go 780. I reckon there was enough in Feudal Age that makes me think that these players do know what's going on. The build was quite nice from Blue, I think. Red may have just had a bad game. Like, there's enough there that makes me go, oh yeah, this is people that have a plan. There's a plan in mind. And Blue executed their plan quite well, I would say. I'm going to go 780. And now, I believe I can just go... Actually, I can do this a couple of ways. I can grab the picture... let me think. We've got a few options here. I think I can go to the Insights page. I forgot which match I took. Oops. Bear with me. Okay. I think I have got it now. This is A1. Yep. So if I change our display over to that, we can see what the two players were there. It was 5-14 against 6-14. So split the middle there. And that is our result there for game number 1. That was our result. So if I go casting, yeah, so you can see where the player names reside, and I can just click show ELO, and I think, what does that say here? Yep, 5-14, 6-14. There you go. Some of you got it. This is a Finchy Rex, says Soxy. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, so you can see the two players as they were there. So Patchy Pineapple and QB were the two players. That's all we had. So there you go. So I can't even do the math. So it'd be 564, I guess, would be the middle point there. I went 780, so a couple of hundred over. All right, trial run number 1 done. Let's go into game 2. I'll get that one up. All right, we're jumping in to game number 2 here. We've got 2P against Japanese. Our Aussie is playing as the 2P. Houses come down straight away. This isn't low ELO, says Finchy, because of the 2P pick, which is interesting. We're on Isthmus, so hybrid map. Player 2's got Japanese. Makes me think it's a force pick, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure if this is a force pick. I mean, this already feels like a strong build. 5 on food, going straight to wood. Player 2 knows what they want regarding going to dock early and sending another one out. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's just because another veal came out. So 5 on food, going to wood, pushing in deer, and on this side we've got the champy. So we're going early boar on this side for player 1. A little bit of idle time, but nothing that isn't normal or even at crazy high levels. It can happen. I'm going to see a boar come in here as well. But now we've got extra on food. Okay, so went so early on the Went really early to wood, but then haven't gone to, like, rush the dock down as a result. Garrison with 3, I think that was. Still going to push the deer in. On this side, not yet. Also, I have got bunny rabbit mod now installed as well, so you can see that we can see the bunnies. You can go collect chocolate from them as this Blueville is bringing in a boar. So even though it's not Easter, it doesn't matter. And now we're going to see deer pushed in as well on blue side. I mean, much higher elo than the previous game, clearly. Feels that way really early. Settlement on the berries and the wood line for blue. But no dock from either player. I mean, blue can now afford to walk for a dock, and red can do the same, and looks like they will be with this fill, or maybe with this fill. Oh no, this one will go for the boar. This one's going barracks. Okay. We're going to see a barracks here on Isthmus before we see a dock. A couple of 1,500 comments. Is that because the barracks placement would annoy me being right on the gold, but I feel like that's just like map gold, isn't it? Or is that their that's secondary? Is it technically a secondary gold? Bugged map? I mean, that looks quite safe. Scout gets attacked by the Vills. Gets away. No docks yet. Unloomed Vill. I can hide now. Nice from blue. Nice moves from blue. Gets the settlement down and knew that they could hide in the settlement as well. And just had to quickly rush it down. And by going to the settlement out here, it makes me think that they're planning stone. Given there is a wood line here as well. Which is interesting. But still no docks from either player. Red will be on the way up. Militia coming. I imagine we see man-at-arms in this one. A couple of dead sheep underneath. And maybe now we're going to see the dock. Looks like Red's searching, scouting to see if there's a Vill that comes out to dock on this side. There isn't. And there is a Vill heading out to dock now. And they're going to get some fishing in the feudal age. A little bit later than normal, but they've prioritized the man-at-arms. And I think that's absolutely fine. It'll be stone. So there's a tower rush planned here, right? No. Oh, hang on a moment. That's not a tower rush. Yeah, the line's in the middle. This is not a tower rush. This is FC. This is FC. With these walls, this is FC. Blackwood Archers. That's what Blue's trying to get away with here. 22 Vills, not much idle time. This is a very, very tight FC build. And Man-at-Arms will come in. Double bits in. And these are just too slow on the walls, but gets away with it. How about that, by the way? Garrison, Man-at-Arms go down. Good from Blue. Gets another house in as well. It's going to be up very soon. We'll need to go Market Blacksmith. And then we'll be able to take it from there. Japanese Man-at-Arms attack faster, but are still going to be hitting uphill at the moment. And is that a trap? Oh my god. Oh, look at the moves. Look at the moves. They're trapped now. 3k elo. Unbelievable moves. Market comes down. Blacksmith is not ready just yet. Blacksmith, come on, Blue. We need a blacksmith. We're taking the wood. We're chopping the wood, so we can't actually build a blacksmith anymore. We're not making bills. The style points certainly are there. Can't drop a blacksmith. Everyone's going to stragglers. And there it is. Blacksmith will come down. As long as these man-at-arms and scout stay where they are, then Blue will be okay, and Blue will get what they need to. And the fourth man-at-arms comes in to break out. And, I mean, to be honest, in Red's position, you probably just break yourself out here now, right? Especially for the scout. Mainly for the scout, actually. So, Blue's on the way up. I don't think Blue's going to be troubled, and they're going to be able to access their Blackwood Archers. They're going to get what they need. Now, where do you drop a castle? Here? And then try to... Oh, like here, I guess, and then you settlement that. Might be the way to go. Behind this, Fishboom is happening. Of course, on Isthmus, you can go for gold as well if you want to. And there will be walls up. Oh, I quite like this position for Blue. I don't know if enough damage has been done. There's a lot of idle time here from Red as well. And we're even going to sneak in double bit axe. Settlement will drop, but I don't think it's going to matter as long as the stone gets in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Red stops. Red stops, and there will be a settlement there. No such moves to get a quick gate in on this position. Oh, there is enough space for some houses. Unbelievable, but there's no vills back here. It's not too bad, and the stone will be there. And yeah, castle can just go in front. Castle can just go right here now. Unbelievable. They've done it. Where are they going to drop this castle? 2 seconds. Yep. There it is. So what are you making against Blackwood Archers? I guess, with the Japanese, 23 vills, by the way. So vills have not been made on the other side. Cav Archers? I guess? You do get +2. Japanese Cav Archers will get +2 against these Blackwood Archers. Or you try to go fast ballistics with some Scorps or Mangonels. Or fast ballistics if you're going Scorps. Needs to wall the last little bit here. I mean, Palisades are nice, early doors, but they're not going to last too long. Free fish boom for the Japanese. Okay. We've got to keep thinking about the ELOs, of course. Got these friends, they're running out in pairs. I mean... 1300. If the last game was 600, this one's 400 combat. No. These builds are too clean. These builds are way... This build was too clean. The defense was too good. This feels like it has to be... I'd be surprised if this was under 1200, I think. Knew where to drop the castle as well. The settlement, wood gold. Can just keep pumping them out. Blue's up, Red's up at a not too bad time. He's going to try skirm defense, which I guess is also fine. The 600s managed their TCs better. They did. They did. No water. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, Red... Ooh. Red had an okay plan, I think. This will be interesting. Okay, how is this going to go? Can they get the stone gate down? And this is the problem with palisade walls. You're seeing this very quickly here. Minor thing. The Blackwood Archers could sit on the hill, but they're not going to. Those vills would all be dead. Bodkin's about to be in. They're also getting lion rushed as well. Oh, one Blackwood Archer does go down to the lion. These guys have got no HP. They got no HP, so that's it. And we're going to see skirm defense. We need to see elite skirm. We need to see... Oh, can they get the walls in time? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced the walls get in. Stone gate needs another stone gate behind it. Oh, no. Too slow. Too slow. They're in. Blue's in. Elite skirm. There's not enough elite skirms at the moment. Oh, everyone's got to run. Brutal. This could be game pretty quickly here. I think this is going to work. Look, you can see them flooding across the map. They are flooding across the map here. They're going to try and break out. But this is awful. Red can't even tower. They've spent too much stone. They can't tower. And Vil Vil died. They didn't really make Vils on the way up either. Replacing it with a stone piece, that doesn't really matter. They've got the skirms now. Yeah, skirms. I don't like skirm. Given how long it takes, there was nothing on the field. It takes so long. Meanwhile... Oh, these guys got 7 range. They're the same range as a Mangonel. I just feel like the Mangonel is the better option. It's just one Mangonel in defense, and these guys kind of have to respect it. And now we're going to see a Siege Workshop forwards. Siege Workshop forward from Blue. Like have do well with Husbandry and Armor. Yeah, true, from Fish. And we see Red tap out. You can see the APMs as well. That's maybe a little bit of a giveaway as well. Bit of speed. Again, makes me think that we're definitely looking at 4 digits. 1700, says Finchy. I'm thinking we're looking... Oh, geez, it could be 1700, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Just not... I mean, this feels like a force pick, right? And this doesn't feel like a standard water player. Because you can do the build with the dock first and not be too much later than what he was. $1,200's maybe a little bit on the low side. Because it was quite... There were a lot of really good things. There were lots of really, really good things. Can confirm it's not 1200. It's better than 1200, Finchy, I assume. And that's one of the reasons why we want to hide the player names as well, right? Because, of course, if you... I mean, firstly, you can just look them up and then find out what the ELO is. But, of course, if you know the players, then you'll know what their ELO is anyway. There's multiple 1400 options. What have we got here? There are 2. Yes. Which side of 1400? I am going to go... $14.50. I'm going to go $14.50, I think. That's where I am sitting for this one. All right, the guesses have run out. We're all ready to go. Last chance to put something in the chat. But if not... Oh, the ads came in. Damn it. Okay, I'll just hold it up. I'll hold it up for 30 seconds. I didn't realize it was going to come in so quickly. That's annoying. I wanted to run them between games, but anyway. Wow, okay. I've had a look now. I've had a look. And let's have a look with everyone else. There's our ELO. 14... What does that come out into the middle? 1430? 1430 in the end? Went 1450. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. That's not a bad guess. The first guys, well, they should be at a higher reload. These guys, pretty much bang on. So Mike Michaels, our Aussie there, went with the Blackwood Archers. Got the dub, which was quite good. And let's get the next one underway. And immediately I'm looking and going, oh, Poles player who drops the houses under the TC. So clearly someone that knows what they're doing with the poles, because you don't want to farm around your TC. But then also pathing. I just... I couldn't do it. Even with poles, I couldn't do it. The pathing. It just feels awkward with like Vils coming out and whatever. Anyway, Isthmus, again, you can have a look at the maps. Here it feels like both... both civs, very good farming civs. So this probably lends itself to being random, because two great farming civs being force-picked, or either being force-picked on this map, is a bit interesting. And or the alternative is they're just not really big water players, and they don't want to play... They're not going to play a lot of water. I feel like player 2 might want to play the water arguably for the sides. Like, being able to drop for the unique unit and for the castles. But beyond that, the fishing, the serious fishing, not so much. I guess, again, you can do it for the gold. Also quite nice. But I don't think we're going to see 20 fishing ships on each side here. Early idle TC time for Reds as well. And everyone's on food. Which you can do, of course. So this is going to be fast scouts. Boars haven't come in yet. Get to see the scouting. The deer haven't been found. The deer are down here for red, not found. And for blue, they are now found, and we're about to see them get pushed in, I think. No. We will not be pushing in deer right now. We will just be scouting around the base. Interesting. Scout needs to go grab these sheep, and we'll do that now. Red's awake to the scouts. Reds. Oh, boy. Okay. Not an ideal boar lure. On this side, a little bit better. You hope this isn't red on a placement game? Yeah. Well, we're about to find out. Finchy's thinking around 1200 at the moment. You can just have brutal Dark Ages, right? Brutal Dark Ages are just a thing that happens, but this is very brutal. Hang on. Oh no, now we're queued up, Vils. We ruined it. For a moment, a brief moment, I was thinking that this was like a This was a Poop Lord strat who goes up on like 8 vills with Khmer and just idles and goes 8 vil scouts or something silly, or like 14 vil knights with an FC. I thought that's what we were about to be seeing, but then they queued up a bunch of vils, so they kind of ruined that. On Blue's side here, TC has been running really well. And is up 23 vils, bit late, going to a dock now. Awkward dock. Or a cozy dock in between the reeds. But surprised the dock isn't where the vil can take shorefish. Walls coming out now. We're going to see Man-at-Arms from Blue. One from Blue. Okay, we're going to see one militia from Blue. Not on gold yet. And doesn't have loom, right? Doesn't have loom. Forgetting the vils for that long. And these guys sticking around here for as long as they did. Again, I come back to... Are we around that 700 mark? Yeah, you don't need loom when the vils self-heal. Correct. I need to see more from Red. I need to see more from Red. Red's now got the Dark Age farms rolling. I need to see what else Red is planning here. I need to see more about what Red's planning. Because there's some walls coming up. There's no gold, which means this isn't an attempted fast castle that just started really poorly. 5 militia is very heavy. But went 5 militia before loom, before gold, like... Has some knowledge, like, knows their civ. So knowing their civ, not that someone at 400 can't know their civ, but that does, again, lend me to think we're looking at 600 or 700. Something along those lines. I think I'm surprised if we're at 1k, but there's still time. Fishing ship coming out now for Blue. The militia are still at home. Blue's a clown. Yeah, potentially. Yep, very, very possible. Range. And the first vil will go to gold. We need a mining camp. Walls coming up again, which is quite nice. Small overchop, shouldn't be a problem. The early gate as well to the side. Intriguing. We've still got the 5 militia at home. Man-at-Arms hasn't been clicked. Scouts running around. Adding some fishing ships. There's Man-at-Arms being clicked. Now, fishing ships on the way out. They're on food. Red's going to see them. Yep. Market now. Blue. Red's got a lot of food. And might be able to click up quite soon. Adding a market. I reckon they're thinking about the next stage. Also note, no deer were pushed as well. That, again, it immediately has me thinking, are we really, really in 4 digits here? I'm not convinced. that we're that high. And now the man-at-arms can run. If you're the scout, remember the scouts don't aggro the leopards here. Actually thinking of that. I need to... surely someone on this map has, like, wolf rushed with the scout. Right? Surely it happens. But I was going to say, you get your scout, you drag the man-at-arms in, and you just run around all the leopards. Just drag the man-at-arms in so that they all get aggroed, and they're about to anyway. 2 of them are going to... 3 of them are here. Take out some of the HP on these guys. Oh, Red lost... Oh, did Red lose a Vil? Red lost a Vil to a boar? Did I miss that? They took their boars really late. I completely missed that. And in come the man-at-arms. And there are archers here ready to go. Red's got a lot of food. They need the rest of the gold and then they can click up. Or they can unqueue the archers and they can click up. You think it's higher than the first game? I think it's higher than the first game. Well... no, I think it's what I thought the first game was. That given what we know, the first game was 500s, mid 500s. This one probably is higher than that. Fishing ships didn't scout the next deep fish. We are now farming around the TC anyway. Interesting. And both players are on the way up. So, combat. Force pick Armenians, Dark Age Spear, Wolf Rush. So, what you can do, and you can, the shout out here, or the person that discovered this is, of course, Red Phosphor. You can aggro the leopards by attacking them with the scout. But the key is that you can de-aggro the leopards when the scout and the leopard are not in a straight line. Like, if there's an obstacle in a straight line between the leopard and the scout. So, if you go in a straight line and the scout was here behind the gold, of course, that's too far to actually walk, but to track it. But if the scout's here behind the gold, it'll de-aggro. So, you can actually grab them all, keep them close to you, and then turn the corner on the lumber camp. Like, come right up, pretend the barracks isn't there. You come right up here, turn the corner on the lumber camp, they all de-aggro, and they will immediately aggro the Vils. And on this map, there's 6 of these guys. So, it's way more aggressive than what Arabia was like. And you can do it at, like... there's like a minute 1 rush. Or you probably want to wait for a lumber camp. So, like a minute 3 rush. Your opponent sends 5 Vils out to a lumber camp, unloomed, and you send 6 wolves? They're dead. The Vils don't survive. So, that's how crazy that one can go. Anyway, Castle was up for... hang on, when did... oh, they did go to stone. Okay. I was wondering when they went to stone. They went to stone, they're getting a castle now. That'll be at the back of the base, though. Not sure about that. I would have liked to see maybe one of the hills at the front of the base get taken. Even this one would have been quite nice. So, does that mean we're going to see Ballista Ellies? Please? Ballista Ellies? That would make me happy. TC for blue. Still got the 5 man-at-arms, but never went forward with them. And he's adding skirms now in preparation for the archers. And a monastery. Gonna look for relics. These farms ran out. Are we going to see... No, we're going to see a reseed. Crossbows in. Vills aren't being made. Again, I'm around that 600 mark, I think. That's my feeling here. And all Blue's going for a castle in the middle on the pyramid. He's going to send 5 villagers to go get that done. They're hoping that the Polish castle can be hidden. Hidden from the opponent, because they won't see it behind the pyramid. Because they're coming from that direction. Leopards are just watching. Little do they know what will happen to them once the castle goes up. Okay, well, I said we won't see a lot of fish, and we're up to 13 fishing ships. But then on red side, we don't even have a dock. Blue, yeah, maybe Blue's looking for imp. Maybe. These are whales. So whales collect gold. New edition. Couple of months old now. So it's gold collection. Some maps have got them. The pile and the border is a mod. Yeah. But yes, you can now collect on some maps. Some maps have got whales on them now. Islands, of course, this one. Migration does. I think they're the only 3. Pacific Islands doesn't, from when I last checked. Yep. Rapunzel's got it there, the AnHK fish border. Fish border mod is the one. No, I have that. I have that combat. I got that one. I think you said to get that one on... when was I playing last? Monday. I played a couple of games earlier and it came up... off stream. And it came up and I gone... yeah, that's good. Blue's taking a relic here. Was your gameplay the inspiration, Hexy? Possibly? Possibly, actually. Because I think I said it was last week that I thought of it. And I think I thought of it on stream. So it actually, you could be the inspiration. The Persian douche game. At some point during last Tuesday's stream, I said, oh, here we go, we're going to have an attack here. I mentioned it. And now we're making it happen. First trial run of it today. You can see Blue come forward now. But Red's got a few crossbow, but and they've got upgrades, and the upgrades are going to be in for Blue as well. Skirms possibly win this fight. And they're coming around on this side as well, are the Skirms, but they're all going to die to the castle. Oh no! Perfectly placed castle from Red. And now the question is, how do things... Oh, Red's attacking with the Vills? Red's sending the Vills in on the Skirms. And Skirms are like slowly dying. There's a Knight out now. The Knight will take care of the Skirms. This crossbow can run. Good addition. And on the way to Imp. That's massive. Blue hasn't clicked yet. I haven't got the my leg sound. No. More stables. And Blue's on the way up now as well. Blue's got 2 relics. About to be 3. Which is quite good. Getting a workshop up as well. Uni possibly for ballistics. I would love to see the Ballista Ellie Death Ball, personally. Because there's not a lot more fun than that. It's one of the funnest unique units to play with. Unique tech Schlachter privileges? Yep, sure does. So you can spam some knights. We're seeing stone walls as well. You can't stone to the water, which is kind of fine because if you lose water, you can just get attacked. From there, knight killing skirms, which is good. Red's up. Red's dropping farms. Red's now adding their own monk, thinking about the relics at the back. I'm still thinking about the 700 mark. I feel like Blue's going to win this game when they send these knights in. Hopefully, for their sake, it's Cavalier. I think she's going a little bit higher towards the 1k ELO. I'm very nervous about underguessing. Like telling a the worst one would be like, or one of the bad ones would be like telling a 2k that their game is 1700, something along those lines, and then when I'm not even 1700. Like, it's fine when, for those who watch Gotham Chess, and he does it. He does guess the ELO. It's fine. He's like one of the best players at chess in the world. But I'm just a mid-ELO guy. Oh, Blue's trying to nick this relic, by the way. I love it. Just going to sneak past the houses. It's going to be seen, but it doesn't matter. Blue's going to grab the relic. I'd love to see him try and get this one. That would be an epic heist. They know where it is. But we are waiting. We are waiting. We do need to see Cavalier come in. And we're waiting for some trebs as well. We've got a lot of different units here. Mangonels, Scorpions, couple of Pikes, couple of Skirms. A lot of Knights. Trebs. The original Scout is to the corner. Yeah, a bit of an AI army. Unfortunately, none of the Man-at-Arms are still alive, but we're adding a lot of Knights. We've got 3 stables. The placement here is a little bit awkward because Knights shouldn't, but could eject here. And I think... Oh, Blue wants another castle a little bit more forward. We're creeping forward. I wonder if either player knows the map and knows that there's stones to the outside and will look to transport. Theocracy's coming in. Oh, the monk didn't make it back. Monk died. And there is Cavalier. Squires and Husbandry. Can Red stop this? I'm not convinced. Blue's got a lot more vills now. Blue's got a great army. They just need to use their army. Send everything forward. Send them all. Send them all forward. Send them in. Red's going to try and wall. I'm still thinking again that 700 range. Oh, we're doing the same thing as last time where we're going to go around both sides. So some Cavalier to the top, some to the bottom. And these guys are going to find some luck? Maybe? Not quite. Hussar tech now for Reds. Cavalier kill a Vill on this side. And down here, they're just going to be running away or running into the crossbow. The Cavalier could be strong enough here. They've got 2 armor. There's no pike. Oh, there's 1 pike in there now. No, they'll die eventually. They are strong, but they will die. They will die. There's enough there from red. But the other Cavalier, they are in the back of the base. I think Combat's call about blue being more experienced and maybe red perhaps being lower rated by a decent number is not a bad one. Treb's rolling forward now. They've taken out some buildings across the front. Interesting attempted walls from red. I think they tried these, realized they died, and then tried the next ones, and it didn't work. And now we're going to see red come forward with what they've got. But blue is in a good spot here. I think blue's in a good spot. Blue's happy. Blue's happy with what they've got. Treb's coming in. Treb's going to attack Trebs. Treb's maybe even attacking units. Blue's clicked everything and sent them all forward. But there's a lot of Cavalier now. That's a lot of Cavalier. And there's still some in the back of the base, but there's pikemen now to try and defend this. But I feel like I mean, look at the queue as well. The queue's huge. The queue's absolutely huge. Trebs are going to take down this castle. Mangonels will take out the TC, and scores over 4k difference now. And this is, oh, look at the flood. Everything's flowing forward. Blast Furnace now on the way. And they can almost even take the pikes. They can almost fight the pikes. And the game is done. Unfortunately, our Aussie goes down in that one. And our APMs are very low. That's the last little giveaway that you get. The last little helping hand that you get there. The APMs are down under 15 for both players. So let's start thinking. Slater's coming in saying 500. Combat's going, I guess, that 900 range. Given the average. I think, I don't want to get swayed by the APM too much, but my thinking, I think blue feels like someone that could have been like as high as 900, but I don't think they're 900 right now. And based off red, I'd be surprised if red was 800. I think the last one was like the first one was like 550. This one felt a little bit better. Red had a bad start. Maybe a civ they're not used to. Like they know what they're meant to do with the Khmer, but they just didn't know how to do it. They're like, oh yeah, you don't need to go to wood with the Khmer. And then they ran into problems. Maybe 685. That's my guess. We've got the points running down. We've got a few votes coming in now. Ooh. And let's have a look at the result. $650-ish. Blues all-time high 765. That's not a bad second, decent enough guess for me there. I'm happy about that. So that's 653, 650 something. Not bad. People are better. Exactly. People are getting good. People are getting really good. And there's the two players, of course. Local Landscaping. The Khmer player, the Aussie. And yeah, that's the third one. We'll get this one underway. We're on Mountain Ridge here. Georgians against Turks. I will say this one and the next one, which we probably will do, they're both showing as back patch. I'm hopeful we don't have a problem, but if we do end up getting cut short, that's why. I'm missing a flag? Oh, they're both Aussie, are they? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I did it wrong. Let me pause that and switch that back. My bad. Let's switch back. All right. Okay, so blue's Australian. Red is from New Zealand. So now the people from both sides of the Strait, the sea, Tasman Sea, can cheer on their compatriot. Boar gets pushed in. Get one boar on this map. We've got to be diligent here with what we look at as well, just in case we do get cut short. Okay, yeah, so one boar, lots of deer. Deer in the middle, mountain in the middle, bit of a hill. And you can push those deer in if you want to, but early aggression is handy. Forward workshop, attacking TCs from the hill on this map, really nice. Like you can see, you're attacking from a raised position with a mangonel. So really, really handy if you can. Red's over to woods nice and early. They haven't brought their boar in yet, and they're not pushing deer either. They can see the deer, but blue will push the deer. So that's, you know, getting me thinking around that mid-elo, escaping that 4 digits, or escaping into that 4 digits. Bit of idle time here, but that's also possibly just forgetting to drop off. That can happen. Gets you thinking, of course. As far as the Civ matchup, I mean, both Civs can play scouts not too badly. Late game, don't mind, or imp, sorry, don't mind the Turks with their gunpowder. And of course, camels are always handy against a Civ that's going with a lot of cav. The other cool thing about this map, or unique feature, the shorefish that you can go take. Blue's kind of lucky in that they are able to take the shorefish with a couple of deer nearby as well. And are they about to click? Are they about to click on 14 vils? They could have clicked. They had the buildings. You can't dock the ponds, sadly. They are deep. It's deep, deep fish. Deep water. Sadly, no docks. Back on this side, we are actually seeing deer getting pushed in, but we're seeing the deer from the top get pushed in for the Turks. So that that now is, you know, aggressive deer luring. That's making me think we're up there. Idle times, yeah. I'm starting to think that 1K1. Early thoughts. I wonder if we try any fast castle shenanigans here from either player. Taking the shorefish, a little bit of long distance. Not ideal. We're going out to shorefish now for Reds, who's housed, adding a house, forcing a house down. Blue's gonna lose the scout. Oh, they do. That's so unfortunate. As the Georgians as well, that would have slowly healed. And now Red's out of food under the TC. That's not fun. Can they click? Oh no, they're short. They're short. Not great. Not great. Maybe needs a farm or two. Deer comes in eventually. Blue's on the way up. Red is not up yet. Red's trying to maybe... They may be overextending when it comes to deer luring. Or did they lose? I don't think they lost any sheep, but it's a bit surprising how many... Or how well it looks on the other side. Bit of idle time, but yeah, Red's still not clicked up. They now have the food too. They do have a few on the deep fish out the side. And there we go. They'll click up on 24 vills, which is late. They haven't even started yet, and Blue's up. Blue has a barracks, doesn't have the wood for the stable or a range yet. All pretty quiet. No armies. Nothing too fancy. I wonder if Red tries to turn this into a fast castle now. They're still pushing deer. They're still pushing deer. And they're going to try and... maybe try and go to stone soon and drop a castle. We're seeing a stable now for Blue. Starting to think maybe we're a bit lower. Maybe we're not at 1k1. Maybe we're around that 1,000 mark. Minimum 1k, yeah. I mean, that's the other way, isn't it? You can always just try to play it based off mine and Rapunzel's comments. And yes, it will be Market Blacksmith, and it will be a fast castle. Unfortunately, for Red, they don't have the gold yet. It won't be too far away, but they don't have the gold yet. I wonder if they go to stone. It can't be... Is it fast imp? No, you have more on gold for fast imp. Well, you should have more on gold for a fast imp. Well, no, there's no stone. No stone is being mined. And, oh, they're going to get caught out here. There's scouts on the field, and that's awkward. There's a barracks. I think it might be some CA from Reds or Knights, but I don't know how well they're going to be able to get these out. That's an awkward barracks position as well. It's so far away. And the scouts are coming in now. Red's going to have to try and run here, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to without losing something. There's no micro to get in front of the vills and block. Kind of just hitting what they can. Or is that an attempted block? Hang on. There it is. Yeah, a little bit of blocking. So that's 3 vills that have gone down. And now in. Oh, tries to get the quick wall. Doesn't manage it. Red has to run away. And it is a stable looking for knights. 1 scout goes down. A couple more vills go down. We see 5 vills dead there. And Blue gets away with 2 scouts. But now it's 22 Vils to 30, and what can Red do? Red does not have a lot going for them at the moment. This is why it's not fun, and it's not recommended to go FC on a open map like this. We're seeing it in full force here. Stable will get dropped, and we will see stone get mined now. That could be a change of plan, as opposed to being the plan. It's 5 on food. This deer never got taken fully. There we go, 4 ibex. It's going to be light cav. In fact, we're not even going to see knights yet. Blue's not up. Blue did have some idle time throughout that. They are going market blacksmith now. They obviously have their stable already. They will have food pretty much there soon. Force drop. Looks like that's a force drop to click up. Blue. There we go. Light cav is forward. A couple of spears have come forward as well. Fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's kill it. Let's kill the light cav. We'll lose. No, doesn't lose a Vil. Vil stays alive. And he's going to run the weak one back. How good is that? How good's that, Micro? Realizing that's the weak Vil, and he's going to run it back. Can they do it again? There is another weak Vil in there. Can Blue run this one away? Oh, he's going to try. Oh, yes. No. One more hit. Yes, he's done it. And the Vil is going to go back to the town center. Isn't going to farm. There's the other one. And there's this one. Nice little attention to detail there from Blue. Get the weak Vil back towards the TC. Where they're a little bit safer and it's quicker to jump into safety. Double range. Ooh, double range. We got bloodlines. We do. Might be time to start thinking about fletching as well, because I guess it's going to be cav archers. And, oh my god, castle drop. Castle drop from red. Vils are coming forward. Blue is going to be caught out, dropping a town center as a castle comes up on the face. And another town center from Blue. Blue wants to go full boom. Yet there is a castle that has appeared on the face. Red had a plan. And Red is executing that plan. The Vil counts are surprisingly level. After... I guess there's wheelbarrow for Blue. That helps out. But I was looking at the idle times and the deaths. But yeah, Vils are level. So, this game's still live. This game is very much still alive. Red is there. Red's got a castle on the face and Blue's trying to go 3 TCs. We need to follow up though. We need to see some army come out. Red's got the position. Now it's time for maybe Janissaries, of course. Maybe a workshop, maybe a mangonel or two, or a scorpion. Red doesn't know about the cav archers yet. Looks like they want another castle potentially. Gonna see town center out now for red, looking for a second one, getting their wheelbarrow, getting their bowsaw as well, which is good. Getting the upgrades. This is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I think we're I think we're looking maybe 900, 950. I want to say. $1,100's definitely possible. Definitely could be 1,100. I wonder where blue takes their cav archers. I wonder if blue is going to send them immediately forward. That would start... blue sending the cav archers immediately forward would get me thinking that we're back in that 1k plus area. Given they haven't won... Well, I mean, they haven't seen anything. And the fact there's been no follow-up beyond the castle... Apart from, I imagine a second castle is coming. The stone is here. The stone's here for a second castle. Blue's going to have a castle in defense. Red won't see that. Murder Holes is coming in, despite Red having seen no army. Oh, sorry. Red has seen a spearman, so he's getting Murder Holes. That makes me think 800. And has to bail on the castle, because Blue got one up first. These two are neighbours in real life, right? Georgians and Turks, similar part of the world. Yeah, Murder Holes because of one spearman is, it does get me thinking that we're maybe a little bit lower than 1k. Cav Archer, first one comes up and nearly dies to the castle. That'll regen. Good addition of Bodkin Arrow there. Attacks the farm now. This castle can go after the TC. And we now get to see the Janissaries come out. And yes, here we go. The Cav Archers will indeed go forward. And they're going to try and look for some damage. Now, Ballistics isn't in. I did see the University was in, but Ballistics is not in. So the Vils will be able to get away. These Cav Archers will stick around where they are, back at the action at Blue's base. It is just 2 Janissaries and a couple of light Cav that are being trained. Nice Turkish castles up next to each other. Very, very picturesque indeed. Georgian one looks quite nice as well, I think. I think the devs have done a great job with all the castle reskins. Some of them look absolutely amazing. Cav Archers around. Down goes a light Cav. Ballistics would be great here for Blue. You can really target those Vils at that point. And there's still no real follow-up from Red. No massive, massive follow-up yet from Red. Going for another tower in defense. Still on stone in the middle. I imagine he's just going to rotate to the next ones after that. There's plenty of options. There's just 2 Janissaries. There's not really much here. And Blue's going to be able to click up. Blue's going to be able to click up. And they're underneath the tower. Tower's going to get denied. That's at 61%. And this is good now for Blue. Blue's getting more kills. There are towers here, but Blue doesn't care. Blue's just going to run underneath. Get right up close to the Vils. And just take them off one by one. A nice bunch of kills there. 12 kills, 11 eco. Down it goes. Blue can click. Blue's got the res. He's going to rotate around, harass the gold on the other side now. Ballistics coming in for both players. But Blue can just keep doing this. Jump out. Let the Cav Archers regen for a bit. And then come back. Although they are now... Copying it from the TC and the tower. and a lot of them will die. Unfortunately, Guard Tower come in, but Imperial Age. Imperial Age is massive. That is a big, big difference. Still just 2 Janissaries. Gets me thinking, hey? Gets me thinking, yeah. They did. They knew what they were doing. They knew... They've seen Hera do it. They've seen Viper do it. Running around the base. Go to the next spot. Go to the next spot. Just at points was just a little bit sloppier than what you would see, you know, maybe doesn't have a range mod on or doesn't know the ranges as well or intuitively to know to stay out of range of the TCs or the towers. A few more Janissaries being added now, which is good. Yeah, that 900 mark is starting to feel pretty good. Obviously we're getting like 35 minutes here of this game, which is quite nice. The more we see, the more we can make some guesses. Janissaries are going to wander under. That's a bit sloppy. And Ballistics being in means they will die even when they run away. Cav Archers will be able to take out the Light Cav, and Imp's about to be in. And again, downhill as well. This is nice. Alandria, welcome to the channel. Coming in saying there's no way they're 900s. It's the 800s early aggression all over the place. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We had a couple of others before this that were a little bit lower than this one. And these guys certainly seem better than the 700 or the 650 that the last game was. Bracer coming in. So I don't think they're too much below 900 if they aren't 900. There's certainly some aspects that get me thinking that way. Janissaries are going to run around now, but there's a Treb here. And I feel like the Turks just going to struggle. 41 vils to 71. 16 vils in queue. Lots of res held over, though. Cav Archers are going to come back. TC's actually already garrisoned. So the Cav Archers are going to cop some hits there. Now, there is a monk out in the field as well. Collected 1 relic. And that's maybe another little thing about the Georgians, of course. The extra... what's the word? 10% work rate. My words escaped me. The 10% work rate. We didn't see a church until Imp. So maybe Blue doesn't quite know how the church works for their civ. So maybe isn't a Georgian's picker, potentially. Blue's going to expand now, out where the golden stone is. Got great Cav Archer numbers, fully upgraded them, except for chemistry. Has a Treb out to go after this castle. One's down, second one's going down. Meanwhile, Red not really making vils. And Blue's sniping vils. And able to run around. Good enough micro. And the GG is called here from Red. So now we get to start thinking. You can see the APMs as well. So you put everything together that we've seen over this 40-minute match. And you can start thinking about what this ELO is going to be. Rapunzel will have the predictions up very soon. You can start putting your channel points somewhere. She'll have some ranges up. But of course, if you want to guess exactly, drop it in the chat. My mind is thinking the 800 mark. Remember, we did see murder holes for 1 spearman from Red. that's something that it sticks in the back of my mind, being like, murder holes for one spearman was very, very low elo. There was a point where I thought this game was up at 1100, and I think a few others did as well. But as we saw more, started to think that this is a little bit lower. I want to say, I mean, Finchy, look, it definitely could be 900. It could be. People can have good or bad games. If that's 900, it doesn't completely surprise me, to be honest. I'm thinking we're 7... Oh, geez, even 700 feels wrong. I want to say 826. I'm going to go 826. That's kind of where I've settled on. Red was a little bit awkward. Maybe it's not knowing the map as well. We're on Mountain Ridge. Maybe they just haven't played that map before. Didn't know there was only one boar. They tried to push in. We did see deer pushing as well, though. That's the other thing. I know that people at any ELO can push deer. We saw deer pushing, but it also came with like a lot of Vils just having to go to stragglers as well on this side. But they pushed in the deer here and some deer from the middle. So they certainly like have some ideas. But then the castle drop had no follow-up. I'll stick to, that 826. 826 is what I'll go for here. All right, and I will switch this over for the reveal. 933 is the answer. 933. Finchy, if you did stick to that 900 to 1K, it looks like you did. Absolutely lovely. Channel points going your way. It indeed was in the 900s. And let's get into the last of these games. Game 5. Here of this trial run. Guess the ELO seems pretty successful so far. I think we'll do more of them. We've got Saracens against Inca. Our Australian is the Saracens player. And immediately, Vils queued up from both players. Is that sheep scouting as well? Not here. But yes, a little bit of sheep scouting. Turkey scouting from Blue. Who is that? Early chickens as well. Okay. Early signs. I'm assuming a strong build. Someone that knows the timings. Right. Couple of boars. Last sheep around this side. Red is now scouting with a sheep as well, which is good. Hasn't found a lot yet. Oh, has got their boars, but their sheep are just a lot further out. They've actually missed them both groups by a couple of tiles. And the scouting on the other side from Blue is massive, right? Sees so much, which is lovely. But immediately, 3 forward on the chickens, 4 under the TC. This is how... I believe this is how Hera suggests to build on chicken maps. I don't know whether he's... I'm not subscribed. I just know from the games that I've watched him play. I think he's 5 Vils and then 3 to food. Not 4, but... It certainly seems like Blue has got something sorted here. They know what they're doing. Stragglers. Good. Red looking okay as well. Tiny bit of idle time. That happens. Has a settlement out with the Inca. Did build 2 houses, though, so has got plenty of pop space at the moment. Unfortunate house. It'll be alright. That's a house there for red. That'll be for blue. That'll be part of the walls. They can grab the boar soon after that. Don't move it yet. Don't move it yet. It will reset. It's going to reset on you. Yep, nicely done. Good timing in regards to the turkey as well. And no dramas. Getting the chickens done. Able to drop a lumber camp now, and will do so. Clean builds from both of these players. This feels like the highest, this early doors, this feels like the highest ELO game we've done today. Chicken's very far forward for the Inca player. That's a little bit annoying. Have a nice TC spot there. That's probably a potential settlement spot, but that's a forward gold as well. It's a bit awkward. Barracks. So barracks early enough that it's got me thinking we're looking for some champy runner in early feudal age. Potentially a drush, but probably not. Probably not a drush. It's good timing. It's probably not a drush from here. 2 bills go out. They're going to go take some chickens on the way back. And blue's on the way up. 18 bills, 19 pop. Barely any idle time to speak of. And yes, in fact, it will be Champy Scouts in the Dark Age being added now. As red here is going to drop a settlement in a spot that is very much just for the chickens. I would have liked it to have been in front of the gold, ideally. But it's fine. And wow, are we going full Champy? Is that the plan here? No. Okay, it's just 3 on gold. I thought 6 was staying on gold for a moment. I was getting very, very excited. Okay, we are going to see Champy Scouts come forward and be aggressive here. Going to try and deny some resources. How much damage can get done? And he's going to click up on 21 Vils. Blue's going to get caught out a little bit here. But 3 Vils versus 2 Champies. I think they can fight this back. 1 Vil fighting is not going to work. There will need to be another one getting involved. Couple of thumps. And they run away. Barracks is a bit late, actually, for blue. Barracks is a little bit late here. Reds? Where's red going with these Vils? What are they looking for? No, just more wood. 4 Champy are out on the map, running around. Do we see a potentially some outpost? I mean, I feel like I would be outposting with the Inca as much as you can. With any of these civs that get this unit. Drop an outpost, have a look around. Archery range. So we'll be archers for blue. The Champies are going to try and run underneath. Yeah, they get caught out a little bit. Good awareness from blue. Bit of idle time from blue as well in that time. Could be 16? 1700 potentially? Hopefully we get to see some good micro here, or attempts to micro, and we get to have a look at how the unit control is. Red's up now as well. And back at home, they are adding another settlement. And it's just going to be more Champies. It's going to be full Champy at the moment. Maybe... Well, these guys they've got 2 PS armor. Adding in armor A blacksmith and infantry armor would be handy. Blue's being forced into a lot of walls at the moment. Or potential... No, still got 75 left there. So not going to have an issue too quickly. And there is the forward tower. A forward tower. Right on the wood line. Very visible. Not hiding it. Not hiding it in the slightest. And we do have Champy Runner in now. And the Scouts... Oh, that's a nice little micro there from player one. And as I say that, they lose their Scout. Deletes the walls, comes forward with the archers. It's not too bad, but now they're going to have to be pushed back because the Champy Scouts, Champy Runner are here. Vils have to get involved with the fight. How good's the micro? It's not too bad from Blue. They did drop back quite nicely. And there are 5 archers here. No fletching just yet. Vils are going to go after the tower. This feels pretty pivotal here. Blue's going to have to fight this back pretty hard. If he can clear this up, though, he will have done a pretty good job. And no Vils have died just yet. The Champies have all gone down. The Vils have to run back. The tower doesn't go up. That's really nice from Blue. That's really nice. They're even going to pick off a Vil on the way back. They lost no Vils themselves. They largely kept the TC running as well. They're going to be able to click up to Castle Age. I mean, this is absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Finch is calling 1600 ELO. It is late for you. Yes. Thank you for watching. Good guesses earlier. You're going with 1600. I don't mind that guess at all. I think it may even be higher. It may even be higher. I think Red's come in with a plan, and Blue has got a great defense here. Extra walls coming up now for Red, but with Blue on the way up. Sold the stone on the way up. Looks really nice. And with Saracens as well, these palisade walls are going to drop very quickly. Archers coming forward. No fletching yet. Is there even a blacksmith? There's not. Little egg walls coming up. Actually, more of a love heart wall. Very nice. Red's going to try and spam champies. I'm not sure it's the way. I'm not sure it's the right approach. Double barracks champy. Sure, there is no fletching yet. As we speak, it's coming in. I think Blue may have forgotten fletching. But the micro was smooth. Crossbow coming in now as well, which is good. Needs a couple more in food. And coming forward for the workshop as well. Immediately understanding the situation. Knows that he's up very early. I think the... Oh, this is over. This is over. Blue's going to win this. The Champies are going to do okay, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I think the relationship between a champion and a crossbow now is similar to that an eagle has got. And ultimately, unless you're in huge numbers, I don't think the eagle and the champy is the way to go. On release, yeah, the champies were too good. But now I'm not convinced they can counter these crossbow the way they were. I think they lost a pierce armor as well. But either way, Blue gets the win. Very nice. You get to start thinking about your ELOs. Oh, geez, APMs are high. start thinking about the ELOs. I mean, my first thought is around that 1600 mark. Finchie's given us that benchmark. I think it might even be higher. I think it might be higher. I wouldn't let Red's performance or Red losing in 19 minutes deter from the fact that they still had a good build. They still had a good plan. They had a plan that probably catches out a lot of players. Buggy says Finchie's level. Like, they played fast. They played fast. They played well. The hold here from Blue was great. That felt as good as it can get, really. The build with the early chickens was nice. I'm thinking... Ooh. My mind is going towards 1775. That's my current thought. 1775. 21 kills to 2. This is just really, really good. I mean, if you want to know how to stop the Champy Rush and the Champies in general, great blueprint here from Blue. They did that really, really well. 1700 to 1800. What brackets has Rapunzel put up here? Yeah, 100 ELO brackets. So if you do want to go under 1600, you got a wide range if you believe it's under 1600 here. I'm convinced that these players are good. It's all very, very interesting. Still a bit of time to get some channel points on based on what you saw. Yeah, brackets based on the vibes from chat, of course. Of course. Rapunzel's the only one who knows what the ELOs actually are. So she's doing well to make sure that she doesn't give anything away. Or maybe that is giving stuff away as well. Maybe we've all just completely overthought this, and Alandria there with 1k4 might be the right way to go. I don't know. Yeah, I said 1775. I'm going to stick with that. And I'll get the result up. Ooh. It's probably 1600. I can tell you now, it is definitely not 1600. Sorry, 600. It's definitely not 600. We are at, is that 1850-ish? 1860? Green was clearly the better player, or in blue, because we changed the color over. But, wow. So, yeah, the Saracen player, Banana Boat, our Aussie, up near 2k. I think we saw that difference there. Massive ELO difference. And there you go. So that exact answer is, if I can quickly think about that, yeah, 1850-ish, right? 1855, 18 something. Yeah, there you go.